Now, what's clear is this: America's tariff lever is not just economic, it's geopolitical. Now, and for many countries, navigating this new terrain means reassessing their trade strategy or literally paying the price. Now, in order to make sense of the newly imposed tariffs and what's to come, David Stepat, Country Director of Singapore for Dezan Shira Associates, is now here with us. Now, David, Malaysia is hit with 19%. What do you make of this? How prepared are Malaysia to absorb the economic hit from these new US tariffs?
Thank you for having me. That is an excellent question. So let's not forget, you don't have to outrun the bear, you just have to run faster than your friends, right? So 19% puts Malaysia square into the competitive region relative to its peers. And also Malaysia avoided violating red lines, for example, halal certification or duties on alcohol. So this is a square win for the country, right? Like it's playing in the tariff rate with its neighbors. As you mentioned before, Thailand, the Philippines, Vietnam, they all have similar tariff rates, right? Like so. Here, we would probably not see production favor any one country, right? Like it would stay in Malaysia. Of course, as a country, Malaysia is very much exposed to trade with the US. The United States remains one of Malaysia's largest export markets and a key investor. And the 19% tariff applies still to a broad range of manufactured products. So semiconductors and pharmaceutical products are exempt, but that still leaves electrical and electronic products, rubber, palm oil, machinery, and this may have an effect on Malaysian exporters. So margins will probably be squeezed and demand may also be lower. Malaysia's central bank has already revised the 2025 GDP forecast from 5.5 to 4.5% to 4 to 4.8%, because this will probably put a drag on the economy.
Yeah, so David, I don't like to overextend myself, but we are basically looking beyond August 1st. Should we expect more trade brinksmanship from Washington, and how should governments, not just ours, respond strategically?
Excellent question. So yes, you can expect more brinkmanship. I think politics with the US now are very much personal. So this depends on how Donald Trump personally feels about the country. This also depends on other factors. So for example, Malaysia, Thailand, and Cambodia, I think very much benefited from putting an end to the border conflict between Thailand and Cambodia. This was brokered by Malaysia, and as a result, everybody benefited from a 19% tariff rate because, among other factors, of course, because Trump wanted to be seen as a peacemaker here, and that he has influence on the region. So, of course, Trump also uses it as a foreign policy tool. So if he doesn't like something, he will threaten tariffs, right? And he also uses it to make deals, right? So basically, the tariffs are the stick. You do exactly as he says, or give him what he wants, and then you get lower tariff rates in return. So we can also expect here that there will probably be changes in the future. What it's difficult to predict because the policy seems to be a bit mercurial. What we can say that there will of course be an effect on countries. How they deal with it is another question. So, for example, if you say you don't accept this or you push back, that's probably not working. Even when you look at the European Union, which as a bloc is the second largest economy in the world, even they were not pushing back, right? So they're accepting 15% tariffs, and they are not in return putting tariffs on American goods because it would hurt their own economy as well, right? So you will probably see countries just putting up with this because the alternative would be to fight back, and that may make the economic environment even worse. So as long as these tariff rates stay manageable, so in the ranges that you just mentioned, we had a floor of 10, it's at least 10 for any country, then most trade partners and partners that the US heavily trades with, they fall in the 15% range. And then other countries anywhere between 19 to 25%. And then, of course, some exemptions, but these tend to be small countries, with the exception of Switzerland, that then are higher in the 30s. Also, Canada here was hit with 35%. So we have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I like how you describe it as mercurial. That was David Stepat. He's the country director of Singapore for Dezan Shira and Associates, here to share insights with us. Thank you so much, David, for your time.